The bean in your cup is not really a bean. It is the seed of a bright red fruit. This is how coffee is made. And one interesting fact near the end still feels unreal. A single question will follow us the whole time. How does a sweet red cherry become a bitter black drink? Picture a shrub covered in glossy red berries. They look almost like small cranberries. Each one is a coffee cherry, and it is sweet. Bite the fruit, and you taste honey, not coffee. The bitter part is hidden deep inside. Reaching it takes a surprising journey. Not every coffee bean is the same kind. Two main types fill the world's cups. One is soft, sweet, and a little delicate. The other is harsh, strong, and loaded with caffeine. The gentle one is much harder to grow. So your smooth cup came from the fussier plant. Coffee only grows in one thin band of the world. It wraps the planet like a green belt at the equator. Too cold, and the plant simply dies. Too hot, and the cherries ripen all wrong. Every cup you drink was grown in that narrow ring. Millions of hands tend it there. One country grows more coffee than any other on Earth. Its farms alone pour billions of cups into the world. Another nation floods the globe with the stronger bean. Together they feed most of the planet's daily habit. Whole economies rise and fall with each harvest. A single crop moves entire nations. On steep hillsides, most cherries are still picked by hand. Machines cannot climb the muddy slopes. A picker walks the same tree again and again for weeks. Only the deep red cherries are ready. The green ones are left to ripen longer. One tree can take a whole season to finish. Here is where I get quietly curious about you. This same red fruit is grown in Colombia, in Ethiopia, in Vietnam. Yet you might be sipping it in a cold city, far from all of them. Tell me which country you are watching from. I honestly want to see how far this travels. Now come with me inside the cherry itself. Split one cherry open and a secret appears. Inside sit two seeds pressed flat against each other. Those pale seeds are the coffee beans. Sometimes only one round bean grows there alone. Farmers call that a pea berry and prize it. Two little seeds in a fruit, and we drink them. Fresh beans are still wrapped in sticky, sugary flesh. That coating has to come off fast. Some farms wash it away in tanks of water. The beans sit and ferment for a day or two. Others dry the whole cherry in the sun instead. Each path hands the coffee a different taste. Then comes the slow part almost no one pictures. The beans are spread across huge patios and raised tables. Workers rake them for hours under the open sun. This drying can stretch on for days, sometimes weeks. Rush it, and the whole batch can rot. Patience here quietly decides the flavor. Even fully dried, the beans still wear a papery shell. A machine cracks that thin parchment away. Underneath waits the green bean at last. It is hard, pale, and smells of almost nothing. No coffee scent yet, not even close. The magic still has not happened. The red skin around the bean was once just trash. Farmers now dry those husks instead of dumping them. Steeped in hot water, they brew into a sweet tea. Nothing of the cherry has to be wasted. The part we ignored becomes its own drink. Even the leftovers were hiding a secret. These green beans are what actually cross the oceans. They can be stored for months without spoiling. Ships carry them raw to roasters around the world. Your favorite coffee traveled the globe completely unroasted. It arrived smelling grassy, not toasty at all. Everything you love is still locked inside. Now two roads split the coffee world in half. Some swear by beans washed clean in water. Others love beans dried whole inside the fruit. The washed cup tastes bright and crisp. The dried cup tastes heavy and fruity. Which would you rather drink? Washed or natural? One word, washed or natural. Write it below. Because the real transformation comes next. The green beans are poured into a spinning drum. Heat climbs toward the temperature of a hot oven. At first, the beans turn yellow and smell like bread. Then they snap with a sound like popping corn. That first crack is the moment coffee is truly born. The color races from tan to deep brown. Something strange happens while they roast. The beans swell and grow larger, not smaller, yet they keep losing weight the entire time. Trapped water escapes as hissing steam. A lighter bean that is somehow bigger. Fire builds the flavor and strips the water at once. A raw green bean holds almost no smell at all. Roasting suddenly unlocks hundreds of hidden flavors. Coffee ends up with over 800 aroma compounds. That is more than a glass of wine can claim. All of it forged in a few minutes of heat. One of the most complex smells on Earth. The caffeine you crave was never meant for you. The plant makes it as a natural poison. It stuns and repels the insects chewing its leaves. The same jolt that wakes you up guards the tree. Your morning boost is really the plant's armor. Nature built your energy almost by accident. Some people want the taste without the buzz. So the caffeine is pulled from the green beans first. Water and gentle solvents wash it out before roasting. The flavor stays behind, the jolt leaves. Even the caffeine can be quietly removed. Coffee bends to whatever we want from it. Think about how much work one cup really hides. A whole coffee tree labors all year long. It gives only about a pound of roasted coffee. That is barely a few weeks of your mornings. An entire plant, a full season of sun, for that. Every sip stands on enormous patience. The story of coffee may have started with goats. A legend from Ethiopia tells of a herder long ago. His goats ate red berries and refused to sleep. Curious, people finally tried the strange fruit themselves. True or not, the plant really came from those hills. The whole world's coffee traces back to there. Here is the contradiction at the heart of it all. The green bean by itself tastes flat and dull. Almost none of the flavor lives in the raw seed. Fire does not reveal the taste, it creates it. The coffee you love is not grown, it is made. Born in heat, not out in the field. Now the fact that always stops people cold. The world's priciest coffee is picked out of animal droppings. A small cat-like animal eats the ripe cherries whole. Its gut digests the fruit, but never the beans. Farmers collect those beans, clean them, and roast them. People pay a fortune to drink the result. Step back and see the full path once more. A sweet red fruit picked by hand, fermented and dried, shelled, shipped across oceans, then transformed by fire. All of that hides inside one small dark cup. The simplest morning habit is quietly one of the most complex. I still cannot get my head around one part of this, that the bean stays almost tasteless until fire wakes it up. Of everything here, which fact surprised you most? The hand-picking, the animal coffee, or the flavor born in heat? I would love to know which one stays with you.